Hello YouTube viewers, welcome to my channel Science to Technology. In today's show, Camera Tuesday, we're going to talk about Sony RX1R Mark III. So let's dive deep into it. So this puppy is a very old puppy, as in like it's a freaking point and shoot camera, and it's a full frame prime point and shoot camera. Meaning the sensor inside is actually full frame and the lens is fixed focal length of 35 millimeters at f2, not even f1.8 but f2. And the only saving grace of this abomination is the leaf shutter. Now, leaf shutter allows you to have much higher shutter sync speed. Basically, in modern times, almost all shutter has went from leaf shutter. That's how we used to have it. Like I have old film camera that used to have leaf shutter, to what we have right now, it's curtain shutter. Now, curtain shutter is really fast, but modern leaf shutter, if somebody wants to design it, like Hasselblad and Leica, they can design a modern leaf shutter that can open and close almost at same speed as basically normal curtain shutter. So this puppy can go up to 2,000th of a second. Now, does that matter? That means you can sync flash at 2,000th of a second without requiring global shutter. So that's the only saving grace of this puppy. And if you are not using flash, it has nothing. So this is 61 megapixel, 4K 30. Yes, it's limited to 30. It does not even give you 4K cropped 60. It's just like 40 30. Deal with it. And it has very fast autofocus. Let that be very clear. It's very fast compared to its predecessor and compared to basically stills camera. But when it comes to video, again, that's why it does not have like 120 fps or very what you call high speed focusing, simply because the lens does not have the modern motors that allows them to, like, hardware, the motherboard, that's like, good, we got this. Is the lens is like, nah bro, we are built for stills photography. So that's why. So this camera is not for most people. Let that be very clear. This is a niche camera within a niche camera. It's not expected to be so basically bought by everyone, and majority of the time you will be just burning money if you bought this, most of the time. And here's the deal. What is most similarity to it? Well, it's almost like a Leica camera. Leica is basically a small manufacturer compared to Sony. So they make very expensive camera, not because they want to make it expensive, simply as they can't make it cheap. It's like production side effect. If you do not have economy of scale, the cost will be higher. I know I'm making a product, so it's very painful. So fundamentally, it's literally like a price. And it's almost more priced than Fujifilm GFX, as in medium format camera. You can get similar thing on a medium format, and medium format would be cheaper. So yeah, this is ludicrously expensive, like idiotically expensive. So let that be very clear. This camera is not made for 99% of people. So what exactly we are talking about? We are talking about upgrade of this puppy, basically RX1 Mark II. So this puppy, and this was released long ago, as in 2016. That's ancient, 9 years ago. So basically they took this and they removed one of the weird points, that was flip up electronic viewfinder. They removed that, like it used a kutuk. They removed that. That's the good design decision. Removed the basically tilt screen, which is the dumb decision, given the fact that it's a stills camera and people will love that. If they do not have flip out screen, at least have something that, like, tilts up and down. It will make your job easier. People will also maintain the optical axis. So, but no, they removed it, and they went from 42 megapixel of this puppy to 61 megapixel. And you're like, wait a minute, that sounds exactly like how R series went. Yeah, it's exact same hardware as R series. So it also has the, because again, latest and greatest, it has autofocus AI chip. Bionics has reached a point where they have, like, used to have like Bionics 8, 9. Now they have dual Bionics, and the only upgrade recent times happened is having a co-chip that is for AI. It helps predictive algorithms of autofocus, and it has genuine benefit. Basically, before this, Sony cameras were good. Now they are like, if you are having issue, it's either a fluke or you have a broken device. So now battery on this was horrendously bad, because this was almost going back to the cyber shot era, basically tiny batteries. So battery was bad, as in, like, people were joking about, like, if they had to use this camera, they had to carry 6 batteries, tiny batteries, gum stick batteries almost. This time they have improved the battery, but still miserable battery. It's still not Z100, which again, that's the one good thing I like about Sony, is like almost all full frames, Z100 battery, done, go home. Heck, even Pro series of APS-C lineup, the same battery. That's a really good thing. This time they're like, nah, that battery would be too big. So they did not add that. Now lens is exactly the same part. That's the thing that bothers me, because if they really wanted to improve the leaf shutter, Again, 9 years have passed. They could have made it faster because this only goes to 2000th of a second if you are at f2. If you go to f4, then leaf shutter can operate at 1/4000th of a second. But again, that's the exact same limitation of this puppy. They could have fixed it. Like, no. They could have made it brighter. No. They could have added this or that. Nothing. They just Control C, Control V it and increase the price more than the inflation. It was like, okay, tariff, no. Tariff, it was a predicted outcome that people have been planning from after a pandemic. Like, there is a reason why now you buy a product, there is a very good chance it's either made out in Mexico, made in Vietnam, made in Taiwan, made in Malaysia. Every place is diversifying. We had planning for this for 5 years. Every country did that. So again, it's a very good what you call scapegoat. Oh, it's a tariff. No, it's just bad design. So that's the part. Basically, it's a lazy A7CR. Look at A7CR, strip down things, that gives you this. It's not a good hardware. Yeah, leaf shutter is there, but again, if you are carrying something this tiny, likelihood of you carrying a giant flash is, how shall I put this politely, negligible. You're not going to carry giant flash with it. So that one benefit is not really that big of a benefit. So now let's compare it. Like, let's just say, because color science are personal, let that be clear. Never ever defend your color sciences. Like, if you like Nikon color science, the end, you like Nikon color science, go home. Done. There is no discussion after that. If you like Canon color science, go home. Fujifilm, go home. Sony, go home. It does not matter. There is no competition in color science. Color science are deeply personal. If people are paying you for that photos, the end. There is nothing more than that. So there could be people who are like, you know what, I like Sony color. And again, people have said that Sony does render red skin tones bit better than all other companies. Like, there is a certain liveness to it. It's like, people like it. So again, it's personal. Some people like it, some don't fire missiles over it. So if you want to buy Sony thing, because you're like, you know what, I like that idea of compact small cameras, you can get into A7CR, which has same core, exact same megapixel, exact same AI co-processor, so autofocus is fast, and it has IBUS, meaning you can actually take photos that has like a bit of less motion blur. Bit more stabilized. And because it has IBUS, they have also improved the pixel shift, meaning if you're doing product photography, this can act as like a really high megapixel camera, almost like 200 megapixel. So again, that's a 200 pseudo megapixel, but it has genuine benefit. If you are doing still lifes photography, this will genuinely give you a better result. So if you have like a poster that you want to photograph, or a building, or products, it will have genuine benefit. So that's there. And it has 8 fps burst, which again, not that great, but much better than what you can get in this camera. And it has 4K 60 cropped, but at least it has it. And better battery, that's the biggest thing. It does not matter how good your camera is. If the battery keeps running out, you're gonna put it in an almirah, close the door, and forget about it. Battery life matters more than anything else. So having a better battery life, awesome. Weather sealing, meaning even though that's a freaking point and shoot, it should be freaking waterproof. You do not have any door, you do not have a freaking flip out LCD, you do not have pop in and pop out. Why it's not waterproof? This has more robust rating. And it has multi-interface shoes, meaning not only you can use advanced mic equipments and all that, and it also has headphone out, so you can actually do real-time monitoring. Cheaper. And fundamentally, what about if you add the cost of lens? Still cheaper. For example, this camera body, you should be able to get it for $3,000 easy. For this lens, which is a 35mm lens, $800, and that's still less than $5,000. You are saving almost $1,200. Like, that's a magnificent gap. Oh, sorry, I apologize. It's 55. It will be a bit smaller. 35mm one is a bit smaller, but not that expensive. Price is same. So fundamentally, you're only missing leaf shutter. And if you have never heard about leaf shutter before this video presentation, you will not miss it. It's only something serious if you are really doing flash photography. But if you are doing flash photography, this camera is not a good camera for that, because for that you should go into A9 Mark III. That has global shutter. That will give you the true flexibility of that. So that's there. So other than that, oh, and to give you a context that Sony is just trolling customers at this point in time, the hood, which they have not changed from the last model, this time the price of the hood LPH1 is $200. Google what is the price of the freaking thumb rest that they have built. It's just a prestige camera they are releasing for some reason, and it's lazy. That's the part that frustrates me. It's like, if you had taken this and you're like, okay, let's remove the basically tilt screen so you can make it thinner. Cool. Then add a freaking IBUS na. It's like, why are you removing things and making it more expensive? So fundamentally, it's not a desirable situation. For most people, flat out go for A7C R series. And again, there are a lot of awesome lenses. And again, E-mount is open. So you can get very high quality lenses for prime lenses, much brighter lenses, smaller lenses, lighter lenses, all of those are available. And you're going to have much better time simply because it has much better camera hardware, much better battery. So fundamentally, there is no, it's not a competition, like you can get the same. And what about weight? At worst case scenario, you're going to be 200 grams more. 200 grams more. That's not that big of a deal. I think half of it is coming from the battery itself. But again, better battery is one of those things you will not like yourself if you are like, hey, I made it lighter, but it does not last very much. So fundamentally, A7C-R is much better Sony investment. If you're like, hey, I want Sony, then what? A7C-R is fundamentally better investment. And don't go for, oh, it's a small, again, you're not going to fit that in your pocket. Might as well get a proper lens. And again, there are certain pancake lenses that can fit in your pocket. So question becomes, for whom this is? Well, this is someone who has more than enough money to not worry about, and they have very specific niche that benefits from a very portable camera, that is f35, 35mm and f2. Very, very ludicrously niche scenario where that would be beneficial. And in most times, you will be better off if you bought this puppy. That is Fujifilm GFX-R100 RF, so to say. Why is that? Well, A, it's $200 cheaper. B, it has everything plus better. Basically, it's a medium format system, meaning light has a certain physical domain, meaning if you want higher resolution, and I mean actual resolving power, you have to have a bigger sensor. So how can you beat 60 megapixel of a full frame, which again, it's a much larger sensor, have 100 megapixel at basically 69% larger surface area. So this is a medium format, it's huge, like compared to a full frame. So this will have much better rendition. Law of physics, there is a law of physics. That's why still right now, if you want to do really, really pro photography like Rolex photography or extremely expensive model photographies, those are generally done on Hasselblad or phase 1 cameras. Huge sensor. There's a law of physics, you cannot bypass that. This allows you to bypass that for same amount of price. It's like, why pay for this, save $200, buy this. Oh, also has a leaf shutter, so you do not have to worry. And again, you have enough money to buy a quality flash, which again, for model photography, people are like, shut up, take money, shut up, take money. So this is a much better equipment. A, it gives you more megapixel. B, it gives you larger surface area, so actual resolving power is higher. And it has leaf shutter, so you will not have that, oh, I want that leaf shutter. Got this. Cool, awesome, GG. And it's a pro camera. It actually has dual card slot, so you can actually use it. And it's not that heavy or huge. That's the whole point. Like, it's a genuinely good hardware. And if you're like, hey, I want to show off people as like, you know, me rich, buy Leica. Leica has prestige. I do not know why, but it has it. Just buy it. Like, just buy it. Like, it has prestige. And again, people do talk fondly about its color science. Again, why? I do not know, do not care. It's your life, your money, go YOLO on it. But if you want to flex, flex with Leica. Like, don't half flex it. It's like, oh, I bought Sony's lazy attempt. No. Buy a proper. And again, for example, Leica, again, not known for the latest and greatest, but at least they put some effort into it. It has wireless charging. Sony with tiny battery did not have wireless charging. Wireless charging. What the hell, Sony? So fundamentally, it's just too lazy. Like, this whole thing is too goddamn lazy to like actually justify the stupid price. The only thing they have done is like, oh, we have a shutter release. Like back in the old days, film days, you used to actually tie down a brake cable, so to say, on your, that's the reason why you have threaded port there. Yeah, that's what you're getting for $5,000. So fundamentally, it's not a very effort. Like, it does not look like, they could have added GPS into it, because again, if you're buying something that is this outrageous, there is a good chance you are traveling. Imagine if it had GPS, if it was like, hey, we are gonna actually geotag your data, actually put a universal time coordinate, because again, GPS is was time based, so have reliable, precise time into it. But no, it's just lazy. So fundamentally, I would not recommend investing money in lazy things. If you want something unique like that, go into Fujifilm. It actually has some genuine benefits. And if you're like, hey, I want to flex, flex genuinely. Do not like, don't try to have Rolex like, have Rolex. And again, price gap is not that much, $200. Like, this is 200 less, this is $200 more, Q3. So again, like, if you want to flex, flex properly. And if you want to use properly. But again, fundamentally, this was, and this is giving me a very serious nightmare. I'm saving my money for A7 Mark 5, A7 Mark 5, but I think now the likelihood of that being good is very low. The only thing I'm wishing for, bit better battery life, better, less overheating issues, and if possible, 4K 60 uncropped. I do not need ludicrous megapixel like 50 megapixels or 44 megapixel. I'm happy with 33. Heck, I'm happy with 24. But it's like it does feel very sad. It's like almost like Sony ran out of ideas. It's like, yeah, we had made that Bionics X, then we made double Bionics X, then we put AI, then we have nothing else to put into it. It's like it's lazy. That's the part that bothers me. It's like, put some effort into it, man. Like Leica is putting effort. I mean, it's shame on you, man. Like Fujifilm is putting effort, man. What the hell? So this was a presentation on basically this Sony is a weird camera. Hopefully you have liked it, learned from it. In that case, please hit the like button, share it amongst your friends. That will help me a lot. If you didn't like it, didn't enjoy it, I urge you to press dislike, press it twice to show me a disappointment. Please leave a comment because I do try to reply to all of them. Subscribe, press the bell icon if you're free, and as always, thanks for watching.